and welcome to this Wednesday upload. My name's Nicola if you're new here. If you're not, welcome back. So today's fibro section is going to be looking at all the fibro aids that I use through the home. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you in each room individually and show you all the things that I've got in there that help me. So bear with me because I've got to get them all out. So I'm going to put you in the cupboard. And actually there's two here straight away that I can show you in the cupboard. Now these are my cups that I use for drinks, tea. I usually use this one for tea. When my hands are bad and I can't hold a cup very well, then I will use these because I won't spill it. And this one's obviously easier and very light to hold. So these are the first two that I can show you. We're in the kitchen, by the way, in case you wondered. Any other ones in here? I was just going to shut you out then. Shut you out. Shut you with Evie. There she is. That's our old dog. Right. What have we got in here? We've got, in my cutlery drawer, an electric tin opener. That is a must because I wouldn't be able to use a manual one. And then also in the drawer, we've got this, which is a flower grip that you can get from the shop called Lakeland, and you put it over the top of a jar and it's like it gives it a grip so it's easier to open. So that's always in my cutlery drawer. Right, have we got anything? Actually, also I will show you in the cutlery drawer, there's a certain set of cutlery I use. It may look like an ordinary cutlery set to you, but it's very lightweight. It's usually the cheapest ones you can get, like in the supermarket where you see like a pack for £1. That's what these are, and they do bend quite easily, but they're lightweight for me to hold. So that's also in the cutlery drawer. Now I'll show you where I store all my medication. Obviously today's one is missing. But they just pull out like this, and they've got all the different compartments. They've got what day it is, so this is Sunday, morning, noon, evening and bed. And this is the best ones I've found because I have a lot of tablets, so these are nice and big to fit them all in. I don't think they sell this now. I've had this a long time, and it comes in this nice sort of leather wallet so that you can take it away with you, but I'll try and find something similar and link them in the description. I'm going to link everything that I can in the description, just so that in case you want to find something and you're having trouble. Just trying to get it out of the cupboard. Okay, this is my electric food chopper, so you can plug it in. Let me show you. You can plug it in, take that off. You might have seen me use this in vlogs. This comes out as well, that's the blade, so be careful because that's sharp. This is quite an old one, so I don't think I'll be able to get this exact one linked, but I'll try and find something similar for you. And you just put the lid on and you just press that top down when it's plugged in and it chops your food for you. So that's all you've got to do. You know, if your hands are bad, you just press the top and it will chop your food. So this one's Russell Hobbs, but I'll try and link something that's similar for you. Right, this is the cleaning cupboard, and in here we've got this very lightweight Dyson vacuum, and then the heavy one. This is by Shark, and this is a heavy vacuum. So if I was going to hoover, I would use the lightweight one, or vacuum I should say, but my husband usually does the vacuuming, so he will use this one. But if I need to, there's that one. I also have a little step in here that I can use to get things so I don't have to reach, because I've got problems with my shoulder at the moment. I think that is the majority of this cupboard for... Oh no, I can show you that. Oh, and then at the top here I've got this wheat bag. It's the microwave bag. You've seen me probably advertise this before in one of my vlogs. You just bung it in the microwave. It's full of beans that's got like a lavender smell, and you can mould it to anywhere. I particularly like this on my hands when my hands are bad. So that's another good fibro aid to have. I will also say of fibro aids that I want to get that I think will be helpful for me. And in the kitchen, the one thing I do want to get is, or two things actually. The first thing is a long handled dustpan and brush, because I've only got a short handed one. So I'm definitely going to be looking out for one of those soon. And also a stool to sit on, so that if I'm exhausted, which is most of the time, I can sit while I'm doing food prep, which will be of big help. I nearly forgot about my kettle. So this is the Breville tip kettle, press kettle. So you press this button and the hot water comes out, a bit like when you're in a coffee shop. This is which contains the water, and this adjusts whether you want it full or a little bit. And yeah, it just means I don't have to pick up the kettle, because I don't think I'd be able to do that. It would be too painful. And I have had adaptations on my kettles since I got ill with fibromyalgia and ME. I first started off with a tip kettle, which is on a base which just tips up, and that was fine. But then we decided to try out this one because my sister had one, and this we've had for years. I'm talking years. And the only thing I would say that's not good about this is it doesn't make the water it doesn't keep the water hot for very long. So, and also if you're like entertaining family or friends and you want to make more than say 2 mugs, it takes a long time, because obviously you're having to wait for it to pour out each time rather than use a whole kettle at a time. But other than that, it's brilliant. You just push the button and you're done. So that's a brilliant aid to have in the house, or the bungalow in my case. Okay, now we're in the bedroom, so let's look at all the aids that I use in the bedroom. So the first thing that I've shown you in my weekly is my, hip cushion. So I use this at night to put between my legs, because I have bursitis in my hips and they're very, very painful, and this does help. So you can use a pillow, but I bought this which is moulded and a lot more useful, and it comes zipped so you can take that cover off and wash it when you need to. So that's the first thing that I use as an aid in the bedroom. The other things I have got are there's one here which is a shoe horn. I use this to get my shoes on and off, because I struggle with my fingers and my hands. And then, I've got to try and get down here. Hang on. The rest is in this drawer. I've got down, but I'm not sure how I'm going to get back up. Right, hang on, 2 secs. Right, in this drawer, I have got my TENS machine. There it is. So it comes with these sticky pads which plug into electrodes. And this is good for if you've got like pain that is in one place. But if you've got pain that moves, then you're going to be moving the pads all the time, and it's going to be quite tricky. But if the pain's centralised, say in your arm or your leg or wherever, you can put these on. You can go out with this and you can control how high you want it. So I'll link a TENS machine for you that's like mine. This is my arm support. Oh, I don't know who that's made by, but it's worn away because I've worn it so much. But I wear this when I've got fibromyalgia pain in my arm, and it is brilliant. It's very comforting. So again, I'll link one of those for you. And these are the other supports. I've got a toe support because I get fibromyalgia pain in my big toe. So this supports my big toe. It might seem weird, but it does help. And then a tubey grip is great to put on any kind of area, like your arms or your legs or wherever, and your hands, and you can sort of put it to the where you want it, which is great, and it's so cheap, a tubey grip. Right, they don't want to stay up, but these are my wrist splints. The physiotherapy department gave me these, but you can buy them on Amazon, and I have one for each wrist because he said when the pain is bad you want to minimize movement. So then what I do is I have my hand support, which I've had to stitch because it wasn't tight enough. You can see how well worn they are, can't you? So this is the most comfortable hand support I've found, and I've got 2 of them, but the other one is in my bag to go out because I have to have it just in case I need it when I'm out and about. And you have to measure the size that you need. Look at it, it's in the right state. I could do with some new ones really. So I put this on first, and then I'll put the splint over the top when they're bad. You can also get these gloves, because I find with this one it doesn't cover your fingers, whereas these do, and it's just not tight enough. I don't know about you, it might be different for you, everyone's different, but if I've got a pain that I need supported, I want it tight, and these aren't always tight enough. But if the pain is bad in my fingers, then I'm putting everything on that I can to try. So they are all my supports that live inside this drawer and also in my bag to go out. So one thing I would love to get for the bedroom, but it would take up the whole bed, Mark wouldn't be very happy with that, is a body cushion. I used to have one in the old house when we had more room. It is heaven. It's so heaven. You can use it. It's basically like what you use in pregnancy, but I used it with my fibro and it was just bliss. You can use it on the sofa, you can use it in bed, and it wraps around yourself. I will link one. I'll try and put a picture on the screen for you as well of what I'm talking about. And I would like one of those, but like I say, it would just probably take up the whole bed because we've only got a double bed. We really need a king size bed, and that's another purchase that I'd want to make in the future. So those 2 are the things. A bigger bed and a body cushion, I think, would definitely be helpful. A helpful aid. Right, let's go into the ensuite in here. So in here we're starting the shower. I have a handrail and I use that all the time. Every shower I have, I use the handrail. I also have a plastic seat that I can sit on if I need to. Then up here we have I've had to transfer, can you see the lids of the bottles? These, I bought those from Amazon, and I've just put them on these bottles because I find squeezing a bottle really hard, so pumping the bottle is much easier. And I looked and looked and looked for something else to squeeze the bottle, but it was Mark that suggested this, and I said yep, that's genius, but they don't actually fit the bottles, so they just sort of have to rest on, and then I just pump them from there. But they're really helpful when you can't squeeze the bottles very well. Now as for the toilet, this one is a normal sized toilet, but I haven't got a handrail there because I know I shouldn't, but I use the radiator to get up and down off the toilet. So that's why we haven't got a handrail there. But this is brilliant. Now this isn't to do with fibromyalgia, but honestly, so this is a toilet roll holder, but you put your phone here, your mobile phone. So like if you're on the toilet or when I'm having a shower there, I put my phone here and listen to a podcast. So that's brilliant. I'll try and link one for you. I just love it. It's the best thing I've ever bought. Now also, it's a bit grotty, but this is my little fan. You can get these off of Amazon. I suffer with hyperhidrosis, which is a symptom of fibromyalgia. If you haven't watched my vlog on that, go watch it. And I use this to put my makeup on in the morning. It's got 3 settings. Can you hear that? And it's quite powerful actually. So when I'm having like a hyperhidrosis attack and I'm trying to put makeup on but I'm sweating buckets, this is brilliant. And I also take it out with me in the summer when I get too hot. talking of fibromyalgia and hyperhidrosis, I forgot my big fan. So that's in the bedroom, and I have this on after a shower every morning because, like I say, I just sweat buckets. I think it's something to do with the shower, makes my blood too hot. And yeah, this is a must in my bedroom, and this stays all year round. Okay, we're out in the hall, and I've got some of my walking sticks here. So I've got this black one that's got this big thingy on the bottom so that it's more stable, and then I've got this prettier one which is from a garden centre, and it's got fish all over it, and that handle I purchased from somewhere, can't remember where. But if you, I think it's from like eBay or Etsy, if you just Google pretty walking stick straps, that's a mouthful, isn't it? You'll find them. But my other walking sticks that I use every day are in the car because that's obviously where I need them. This is the battery here for my scooter. My mobility scooter is a lifesaver, so that's got to go back in the car as well. Right, we're in my smallest toilet, the one on its own, and this toilet is actually a high toilet, so that's again why we haven't got a grab rail, because I can use the radiator, which I have done before when it's not on, to push myself up with, but it's very high, so there's not much sitting down. We got a high one on purpose so that it was easier for me to get on and off. But yeah, that's a really good tip. If you're going to renovate a bathroom, make sure you get a high toilet. Okay, we're in the lounge now for our last place for where I have my aids. So the first thing I'm going to show you is we have an electric recliner. Now I know I'm very lucky because not everyone can afford to get an electric recliner, but sometimes you can pick them up in like British Heart Foundation, and you can pick up chairs that help you get up and down. So, but this is a must because with my osteoarthritis in my knees, I have to put my feet up when I'm sitting down, otherwise my knees are too painful. So that is a definite aid in my house. So this is my corner. So I have blankets. That's another aid because I get cold very easily as well. And also I have to have soft. And this blanket, I bought this from HomeSense. It's the softest blanket ever, and I love it. Another aid for you, water. I get through about 2 of these. You're supposed to drink 3 litres a day, but I get through about 2, and that's as much as I can do. I drink tea as well, but yeah, that's a definite aid, is drink as much water as you can. And then at the moment I've been using these Rescue Remedy drops, which help with anxiety, which I'm having a lot of at the moment because I've got a lot of things going on in my life. So these are really good. You can either put them on your tongue, but I put them into drink and then drink them that way. But they are very good. And for anyone that's interested, this is where I do all my editing. So I don't sit at that table, I just have the laptop there so I can reach it easily to do my editing for your YouTube videos. Right, inside here we have a mess. Who hasn't got a mess in their footstool? This is the Dreamland IntelliHeat heat pad. And I've had this years and I absolutely flipping love it. So I use this for back pain, I use this for leg pain, foot pain, hand pain, you name it, I use it. Neck pain, shoulder pain, it unravels, it's just that I've wrapped it up. But you can control what heat you want it on, and you can put it where you want it. Love it. One thing I would like to invest in the future is an electric blanket, like a one that goes over you, because sometimes I have so much pain that I don't know where to put it. but I think I might look at that more in the winter. And I know Aldi sometimes have them in the middle aisles in the winter, so that could be an investment this year. But yeah, that's something I would like but I haven't got. But this is a lifesaver. And then the other thing I have in here is my back support. Now, I was actually gifted this. I have degenerative disc disease in my back, so I know I'm a bit of a wreck. So this back support helps me when my back's particularly painful. It's, let's see if it says where it's from. No, I can't remember the actual company that gifted it to me, I'm afraid, but I will try and find something similar and link it for you in the description. But it just supports my back really when I need it. And then these dumbbells, I would say, are a fibromyalgia aid as well, because exercise is everything. You must pace, you must rest, but you must also move your body. And I have the lightest weights possible. I'm not using it at the moment because my shoulder's bad, but in the future I use these and I follow the Yes to Next workouts, and they're absolutely brilliant. They're not energetic, but you feel like you're doing something. You can do them seated or standing up as well, and so I would say these are a definite fibro aid in my eyes, because exercise and keeping moving is key. And there we go. So I hope you've enjoyed having a look around my bungalow to see what fibro aids I use here, there and everywhere. And let me know in the comments if there's a fibro aid that you use that I haven't listed, or something that you think might be helpful to one of us. Put it in the comments. Or maybe there's something that you've seen of mine that you'd like to purchase yourself. Let me know, and I'd be interested to know that. So hope you've enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up, leave me a nice comment, subscribe if you haven't done already. I do appreciate it if you take a minute to subscribe, because it means a lot to my channel and it makes things easier for me. So if you could subscribe, that would be brilliant. I make weekly vlogs as well, and lots of different entertaining things for you to watch. So anyway, with that being said, I will see you all on Saturday for the weekly. Take care. Bye.